How you going, guys? Hayden from Results Fitness Evolution, here to give you a little bit of an assessment tool for overhead work, certainly pull-ups, any overhead pressing. So it's a clearance test. We want to see whether you're in a position posturally to be able to do these drills. And then we'll also show you a corrective as well to try and, if you're not able to meet the standard to be performing pull-ups or overhead work, then we'll show you the corrective which will hopefully within a short period of time get you there. Alrighty, now this assessment can also be used as a corrective, but you have to be really strict with yourself. It is, I always believe it's great to have a partner in crime to help you with this, then you're not cheating. Because if you're cheating yourself, that's exactly what you're doing. So we want to be making sure that you're being honest as you can. So how we set up with this one is feet flat on the floor and together. And we're lying back like so. We want to keep the long back of the neck, and we want to pull the back flat to the ground. So when we do that, these bottom ribs stay down. So all I'm going to do, keeping that back flat to the floor, I'm going to keep the elbows locked out. I've got to take my thumbs to the ground without this back lifting up. Okay, I'm just about touching there. Now I am a little bit jammed up, and especially on this side, this is my dicky shoulder, so I can feel this one really sort of pulling. So if you can't touch with your thumbs, keeping that back down, you're in need of some corrective work before you actually get up on the pull-up bar. If you do pull-ups, and essentially, or any overhead work, essentially if I'm lifting up, and what tends to happen if you're doing this, if your ribs are flaring, or in other words your back's swaying, you're going to have a whole heap of shoulder problems down the track. And when you pull-ups, we really don't want to be arching this back like so. Not only does it not engage the lats, the big muscles that we want to be working, but it's also, like I say, puts you in a bad posture, so ultimately you're going to niggle the shoulders. We really want to be pulling ourselves up onto that bar with that tummy butt tight, chin packed. We pull down like so, okay? So we want to be able to clear with that test. Now if you're not clearing, if you can't touch the floor with those thumbs, you can actively pull these down. Even if you're only there, that's okay. Exhale as you pull down. Inhale back. And again, over time, you would like to think you will get those all the way down. The other thing that people will do is bend the elbows. So it looks easy there, look. But the elbows are bent. They must be locked out. You can be in a slight Y. That's okay. But you must be able to touch the floor. Alright, now if you can't, the corrective drill, there's many corrective drills that we can do for this, but this is a really good one. And again, very easy, it's easily accessible for you guys, not too technical. You can do it anywhere with the space of a yoga mat. What we're going to do is an Aisha's Yoga downward dog, which is a really active downward dog. We're going to use some of our breathing tips as well. So when we set up, hands shoulder width, important. The middle finger's facing straight ahead, and we span those fingers. The 4 points of the palm push through the floor. Hands are shoulder width. We pack the shoulders. The inner hinges of the elbows are facing into each other. Okay? We lengthen out, keeping those shoulders over the wrists. And the feet are only a yoga block distance apart, no wider than shoulders at all. And we want to push our hips into the air with a forearms forward, upper arms back action. So it keeps the shoulders nice and wide, keeps the shoulders away from the ears. We keep the chin tucked. And we're in this position. Now what I want to do is inhale, imagine inhaling to the lower abdomen, and then brace the tummy. And then apply the strong actions, forearms forward, upper arms back, also shins forward, thighs back. That takes the tailbone into the air. And you feel it really opening this up, this part of my spine, but this is stable. Okay? Now, let's get into position again for you. So forearms forward, upper arms back, long spine, chin tucked, shins forward, thighs back. Okay, release, keeping that posture, release a little bit of air, inhale again, lower abdomen, brace, stronger actions again, forearms forward, upper arms back, shins forward, thighs back, get those hips right up. A little bit of air goes again, inhale, lower abdomen, brace. You see what you're doing over approximately a minute. Keep going through that process. Inhale, lower abdomen, brace the tummy, forearms forward, upper arms back, shins forward, thighs back. So you're taking that tailbone, those hips high, tailbone up, get a nice arch, opening this part of your spine. You do that for about a minute, retest yourself, see if it's improved you. Okay, which I will do. And I will guarantee that it has. A lot easier for me to get down there. So that would put me in a good position to get up onto the rings or the bar to do some pull-ups. If you're still not there, I suggest you do that drill every day, working on it for a minute at a time. And again, over a few weeks, you will see a noticeable difference. You'll be opening this part of your body up. Incidentally, if you do feel pain with any of this, you don't force it. But the other thing with the minute of the Aishan's Yoga downward dog, if you start to lose integrity before the minute, obviously touch down, rest, and then come back in again. But if you can stay up, being as strong as possible for around about that 60 seconds, then you go for it. Okay? Don't contort the body, nice and strict, nice top alignment, and let's see where you are after a couple of weeks of that.